crazy stuff just happened. Medusa, one of the targets on this lease, after about 5 minutes, after I grunted, she came in and the finger, she came directly at me, was within like 5 yards of the set, with me being full draw. I think I got her, so I'll keep you guys posted. They're on hard, and I'm extremely hard, so fingers crossed I got her.
Hey everyone, it's Bryant with Memo Action Outdoors, and I'm extremely excited to be able to showcase a hunt of a deer I called Medusa, which I harvested during the 2024 archery deer season in Missouri. To kick things off, I first leased the property in May of 2024, quickly realized I was in a pretty good deer hunting area. The property itself is 60 acres with about a 70 to 30 crops to hardwood split. The hardwoods that are on the property consisted of a big wooded finger that ran through the middle of the property east to west, and then a big wooded creek bottom that was on the west side of the property that ran north and south. I contemplated it back and forth, and wasn't sold on the ratio or diversity, I should say, of the property, but knew I was in a really good deer hunting area, which was close to home. And I think that was the main thing that kind of sealed the deal for me, because in the past I've been driving 2.5 hours or so to hunt properties, so really just made it more convenient and allowed me to really pick and choose whenever I wanted to hunt. So that I think was the main driver, but I knew in general I was in a good deer hunting area. So first things first, after I signed the lease, I got the map out and started to play the chess game and strategize, try to figure out where I was going to be accessing, where I was going to place my stands, favorable wind directions, try to ask for permission for food plots and such, which I did get granted by the landowner and farmer later, and we ended up putting in 2 quarter-acre food plots, one on the south end of the property and one on the west side of the property, which ran parallel with the creek bottom, which I thought was very advantageous and a good way to more or less maybe not hold the deer, but get them to start frequently traveling to and from the property to get an opportunity to stick one of these mature deer at the end of the day. So I guess to tell you a little more about Medusa, he had 28 scoreable points, non-typical abnormal freak, actually had 33 points at one time. Had 3 drop tines on the right beam over here, which it broke off. I don't know if you can see, but there's electrical wire here. It got wrapped around in early August, and was fighting with that stuff ever since, the day I harvested it. But as you can tell, it's kind of on the right side, somewhat lighter. The velvet's somewhat lighter and abnormal looking to the left. It was losing blood circulation, and I'm not sure if it would have held that antler past the year I harvested it. But one unique thing about the deer, first started getting pictures of it in late July, and then quickly realized as season rolled through into September, all the other deer were shedding their velvet and Medusa wasn't. So we're like, is it an antler doe or what was going on? But we had come to the conclusion it was an antler doe, and up until that point believed that until I harvested it. And after I harvested it, quickly realized that it had both male and female genitalia, which was very unique and abnormal and something I'd never seen before. But overall, just a once-in-a-lifetime deer. I can't wait to show you guys the hunt, and I hope you guys all enjoy.
I'm on the new lease for the first time this year. It feels pretty surreal. I got a cornfield you can see right here to the south of me. Looks like they just harvested it, which should be really good for me. Down to my west, also all the corn in the creek bottom area got harvested too, so a lot of those deer bedding in there are gone now. I'm sure that's probably where they're going to be feeding. But I do have a quarter-acre fall blend food plot that I'm hunting over. Cole and I put this in about a month ago, and it's way better than I expected. We've had extreme drought conditions. Barely any rain the last month. The last couple days, luckily, it's been raining. And I think we got lucky the day we put it in. We got a pretty good rain, and this is some pretty high-quality seed. So, plot looks awesome. It's going to be a good year. I'm pretty pumped. So, it's a outside and enjoy it. So fingers crossed, get it done. Be pretty surreal to get it done the first night. So a big 20-degree drop from yesterday to today, and then tomorrow and even into Tuesday. It's supposed to dip down even more, and like an overall dip from Sunday to Monday, Tuesday is like almost 30 degrees. It's pretty crazy. So it has been since October 1st, so going on 2 weeks now since I've hunted. Just conditions haven't been ideal, very hot, humid, warm. We have been getting some trail cam activity of some shooters that we're after, specifically Medusa. That deer's been the most frequent in terms of like getting them on camera. And then actually the last 3 days we've got them on camera 3 to 4 times, and 2 or 3 of those times actually in daylight. On the 9th he was here at 5:30 in the afternoon. It was a really hot day that day too. Not I guess hot, but for this time of the year hot. I think like low 80s for the high, so pretty surprising. But we put a water hole and a scrape in right here underneath the set about 25 yards or so, and they seem to really be pounding the water. I don't think there's much around. I don't think we haven't gotten rain for quite some time, so I'm gonna sit back and see what happens. But he was in here, Medusa was in here this morning about 4:35, so I think he's bedded really close. I got a north wind pushing directly to me, going over this cut cornfield that I don't anticipate him coming from. So I think they're working the south property line and then having a north wind favorable to them to smell everything on my property release. So we'll see what happens. I'm hunting over a fall mix. They don't seem to be hitting it that much yet, but there's a lot of harvesting grain around. So I think it's only a matter of time whenever this cold front really comes in. Today and the next day, we'll be starting to pound this green field. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he comes by tonight.
The slow sits continued without seeing a single deer, but with Medusa continuing to show up on cameras consistently and during daylight hours, I continued to be optimistic that it was only a matter of time before I got my opportunity. Any chance I could get with a favorable wind and the right weather conditions, I was in a stand trying to make it happen.
Yesterday, basically all day, outside of going back for lunch for about 30-45 minutes and changing stands. Hunted this set last evening as well, didn't see anything. We have another big front rain system coming in tomorrow, just Sunday, Monday, and I think it's going to kind of free up on Tuesday, which it should kind of break loose, and I feel like with all the movement, but it's Saturday and I got an optimal wind, and want to be in a tree. It's November 2nd, never know, so got in here nice and early. Last day before daylight savings, which also kind of may shake some things up with the movement, but I haven't been seeing much activity in person here. Cameras have been kind of spotty. A couple nights ago, about 75 to 100 yards west of me in this food plot, I had a good 11-pointer that I've had on camera a couple times. Kind of mosey around in there and whatnot, so hopefully he's still around or another buck, but just banking on something to kind of cruise through this funnel and see what happens. But it's November and the rut is upon us, so we'll see what happens. Medusa, one of the targets on this lease. After about 5 minutes after I grunted, she came in the finger, and not like how I was typically thinking she would, but she came directly at me, was within like 5 yards of the set with me being full draw, and she knew something was up, and she kind of trotted off, quartered away very hard, and as I was letting go, she kind of directly went against me, or face against me, and then I buried the arrow in her back, hopefully into vitals, so I'm gonna give her a little time to get backed up and stuff, but I think I got her, so I'll keep you guys posted though. Been hunting hard, been hunting extremely hard, so fingers crossed I got her. Hey guys, just getting back with you. Got the truck wrapped around the lease, kind of close to the area that I shot her, about 100 yards east of her right now. I'm going to creep in there and see. Like I was saying, up in the tree, not the most ideal shot placement, but I'm pretty confident I got her down. She was right underneath the tree. I thought she was going to come to the left of me initially, and then she comes right underneath the tree, and she's literally straight up looking like in my general area as I was full draw. She kind of gets, weird feeling or something like that and jolts off about 5 yards. I stop her. She was quartering away pretty hard, and as I let go, she was directly facing away from me, and I punched it right in her back, I believe, down into back of her lungs. So we'll see what happens. Looked like I got really good penetration. Pretty pumped. Fingers crossed I got her. Wasn't ideal shot placement, like I said, but it's what happens whenever you hunt sometimes. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna creep in there. Let's go. Oh my God. Well guys, I'm sitting behind Medusa here. This is a lease that I got this year back in May, and
This deer's been pretty frequent since I got the lease and got cameras out on it. Really sporadic with its movements, but I'd see it a lot here and there. And it finally all came together tonight. Didn't know whether I'd ever see this deer or not. Was kind of on the fence of actually going tonight. We have a big front coming in. I think tonight, and then it's going to be raining the next couple days. So it's just been hot and windy and stuff like that. I think it's like mid 60s today, but just didn't really have good high hopes that anything was going to happen. But what do you know, I let a few grunts off. It was probably 20 minutes before last shooting light, and 5 minutes later this guy comes in, walks underneath, basically right to my stand. I was at full draw and he was looking right up at me, and he kind of got startled, jolted off about 5 or 10 yards, and I stopped him, put an arrow into his back into his lungs right here. So he went about 50 yards and crashed right here in the turnip plot, as you can see. But couldn't be happier. It's been a roller coaster of emotions this year so far. Hadn't really been seeing many deer on the lease, and just really didn't know. You know, I know it's like a travel corridor lease. It's mainly 70% ag and like 30% wooded fingers and draws and stuff. So not a lot of bedding for him, but this one was frequent, and he made the wrong move tonight. Came in on a beeline with that grunt call. It's the time of the year, just get the grunts and the rattles out. It was the only time I grunted tonight. Just a few little grunts and that was it. That's all it took. So this is a once in a lifetime deer right here. Still in velvet. He's got wire even wrapped around him right here. And I forget if I said it, but we named him Medusa just because of all the crazy stuff going on here. But couldn't be more excited. And I'm trying to do all this stuff by myself, so it's pretty tough. But he's a gnarly guy, that's for sure. He is gnarly. So November 2nd, about 6:20, 6:15 or so right at sunset basically. That's when he came in. Sweet November's here, baby.
As this hunt comes to an end, I can't help but think about how much I truly love being out here. For me, chasing whitetails isn't about just filling a tag. It's about the passion, the challenge, and the respect for the animal. Every sunrise in the stand, every quiet moment in the woods, it all reminds me why I keep coming back year after year. This isn't just a pastime, it's a way of life. It's where patience meets adrenaline, and where hard work turns into memories that last forever. Whether I harvest or not, I always walk away grateful for the experience and for the chance to be part of something bigger than myself. Thank you for following along on this hunt. If you share the same passion for the outdoors, stick around, there's plenty more to come. Until next time, stay safe, shoot straight, and enjoy every moment in the woods.
Thank you.